History finna be made today. Wow. Today is one of the most important days of my life. Y'all go see why later. I'm making history today. The first. Come on in. So I just want to share something with you guys. So this building, 15 years ago, I'm gonna tell a quick version. Almost 15 years ago, when my barber school was down that way, I would drive up and down the street. And when I would get off at 111th Street, because I lived in Matson, I would drive down the street. I was like, that's gonna be my building. That's gonna be my building, right? So my barber school was right down the street on 103rd, right next to Subway. So I would call a person, I was like, hey, I'm interested in that building, I want that building. He was like, yeah, buddy, whatever, whatever. This is what it's gonna take. I'm like, all right, cool. So after about a year, I did this for 2 years. After about a year, I called him again. I said, hey man, I'm interested in that building. He was like, hey man, bring me some money. You can, you can rent the building out or whatever. So then 2 years went past and I called him back. I said, hey, he's like, what do you want? I said, I got some money for you. And he's like, do you? Like, yeah. So what y'all see, I designed this whole entire building. Like, this was an empty shell. I literally walked through here with my feet like this, because I always do that to my shop. So I walked through my feet and I said, I want this office right here. I want this right here. I want my stations like this, because I had to try and make the best of this building. At first, I was only gonna take 4,000 square, this is a 6,000 square feet building. First, I was only gonna take 4,000 square feet of this building, but I'm like, that's not gonna be big enough. So I ended up taking the whole 6,000 square feet of the building. So being a businessman that I am, I told the owner, I said, hey man, I want to pay you $2,000 over my rent every month to go toward, because when you buy commercial properties, you have to put 20% down on a building to buy a commercial property, right? So it's more than like a regular FHA, type residential type situation. So I know if I had to buy this building for $1 million plus, I would have to put 20% down, and that would have been, a lot of money that I would have to try and come up with that I really couldn't do at the time. So needless to say, the man really didn't honor my extra $2,000 that I struggled to pay extra every month for this building. But, and then 2014, I tried to buy the building and it just wouldn't go through. The man tried to make me buy these other stupid properties. He tried to make me buy a piece of grass for $180,000 that wasn't even 1,000 square feet. Another building for $120,000 to try and make up for what he wanted to get for this building. Well, not only that today I just closed on this building, but y'all are a part of history, because we got approved to build the building right on the parking lot, and we're going to be building a cosmetology school, aesthetic school, a nail school. There's gonna be a small barber and beauty supply, our credit union to be here, and I just got approved for a multi-million-dollar deal today, man. So basically, man, what I'm saying is to say that nobody in history, in the hair care industry, has ever done something to this magnitude before. And I'm just grateful to God to allow me and to allow y'all to be a part, because I couldn't do this without y'all and the staff. Sandy and Cassandra and Noel, they worked literally like tirelessly just to put the paperwork and everything together. And I'm telling y'all, they would not have approved this multi-million-dollar deal if my stuff wasn't together, right? They don't believe us in this industry. What do I mean by they don't believe us? Most of the people in this industry, believe it or not, ain't got a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of. That's not throwing no shade, but we don't pay taxes like we should. We don't keep paperwork. We don't do stuff that we need to do. But was our stuff in order? And they did everything they could to try and, but what about this? But what about this? And what's this right here? And what's this right there? Well, I'm here to tell y'all, I 100% did this. I ain't borrowed no money from nobody. Nobody helped me. Nobody did anything except for this amazing staff you have that when I said, hey, get this paperwork together, get this together, do this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. I was able to do this, man. And thank you guys for even being willing to be a part of Larry's Barber College, because it's only up from here, man. It's only up from here. So after we get the permits and all of that kind of stuff, what'll end up happening is that then they'll be able to start the building process. So we're gonna cut that whole end of the parking lot off. This will only be the only parking, but I made accommodations across the street with the pastor over here. So you guys can park on the street, but we'll be using that parking lot over there. I made accommodation like months ago because I claimed that this is gonna be my building. And then for the students who, you know, like come to school like tirelessly every week and need jobs and stuff like that, I'm making it where people will be able to I'm having it built where people can drop their barber chairs and their styling chairs off and get them fixed, and drop their clippers off and get them fixed. And I'm gonna allow the students, while they're here at school, to be able to fix that stuff while you're in school, to be able to make money, to make ends meet while you're in school, and make that make sense, because there's nothing else like that around here, you know what I'm saying? And we're considered a proposed credit union right now. So I can start taking donations for the credit union until it get completely open. But my reason for doing the credit union is because I want our industry, it's a federal credit union, so anybody in the United States will be able to take advantage of this credit union. But my students, my staff, people in the industry, all they gotta do is be a part of the organization, and then you guys will be able to open up accounts, but I'll have products for y'all, meaning that when y'all need loans for y'all shops and cars and houses, y'all will be able to come to LBC, Federal Credit Union, you know what I'm saying, and y'all will be able to get loans and stuff through our credit union. And you say, I need 50. I'm like, no, you need you only need 25, but let me help you get incorporated. Let me make sure all your business and stuff is straight. So I'm gonna go to all of these surrounding barbershops and beauty salons and say, let me help get y'all in order. So y'all come open up an account with our credit union, and then I'm gonna help y'all get y'all business straight, so that way you won't have to struggle in y'all shops, man. So I don't sleep at night. I'm up like 3, 4, 5 o'clock every morning because my mind never shut off, but I couldn't do it without the staff that I have and without you guys being willing to be, you know, students and everything. I talk to the people. They ready to start pulling permits and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So as soon as they get the permits stuff done, as long as they don't get too cold where they can't pour cement and stuff like that, I'm trying to get them started like soon as possible. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole deal got approved. So it ain't like part of it got approved, the whole entire deal get approved. So I'm remodeling the whole inside of this place, getting new furniture. It'll be new furniture over there. I'm painting the building. It's gonna be black. It's gonna be dope. Is that the color on there? Yeah, it's gonna be dope, man. So I'm really excited about it, man. And I really humbly say, like, thank you guys, and just thank you for believing in me enough to be a part of this movement, because this is monumental. And again, nobody in history has ever done this, so man, I really appreciate you guys, and it's only up from here, man, so let's go. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.